Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel if you're new here. Thanks for coming, and if you're not new, well, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to continue on with the fruit nail theme, and I'm going to attempt to do my favorite fruit, grapefruit. Well, my favorite citrus. I love all citrus. Never mind. Anyway, I have already selected my nails and buffed them and gave them a base coat with my Beetles base coat. And I've already drawn out my nails that I want to do. Sorry about the yucky orange everywhere. I've also swatched a whole bunch of orange colors. And I've kind of chosen what I'm going to use. Do you guys do that? I find it helpful. I know looking at lots of different swatches is, kind of daunting when you pull it out. And you're like, oh, I'm looking for my oranges. And you're like, okay, well, here's one. And I got one over here. Well, then it got me thinking, is this how everyone does it? Or do they have all their oranges on, like, together? Like, no matter what brand, do you guys organize it that way? So, then I got confused, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. What's going to be easier to find your colors, right? I do have them by brand, and now I'm not so sure. Maybe I should have all the oranges together and all the pinks together, so then at least I know where to go for each color. You guys let me know what you guys do. That would really help me out if you could answer me that. Alright, so as I said, I picked out some colors, and this is the first time that I've actually drawn the design that I'm going to do. I've never done that before, and I hope it helps my brain a little by doing that, because usually I'm just like, what am I going to do? And then I kind of do it, and it takes forever. But hopefully this way it will be a little better. Anyway, so I did this a couple days ago, so I don't even remember what I was doing, but luckily I marked down what paint I was thinking goes where, because today I have no clue. And looks like I have written down what I want to do. I want to ombre a couple of nails. I'm going to do the juicy 3D effect on this nail, and I'm going to leave two nails plain glitter so far. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, I appreciate you watching me, and I'll speed up the video as I go. So, just going by my drawing here, I've decided that I am painting my thumb and the pinky nail on both hands. This orange peachy glitter. It's really light and pretty, but I'm not sure that it was the right choice, but I'm gonna actually do two coats here. I'm just speeding through this because you don't really need to see me paint two coats. So now I'm just taking my lightest color, peach, that I am using, and I'm going to do 2 coats to each of the um, pointer finger and the ring finger. And oh my god, I'm just going to say I want to throw this nail stand in the garbage. The magnets are terrible. They keep falling off. Oh, it's just frustrating me. So I'm gonna try this technique to ombre the nails that I've seen other people do. So I'm just taking the darker color and I'm putting it on the edge of the sponge. This is just a regular makeup sponge. Um, and then I'm kind of just dabbing it really gently on where I want that color to go, obviously. And sometimes it takes more than one layer to get the desired look that you want, but you just keep, you know, you might need to add more um, gel polish to the sponge, but I'm looking at it and the 2 colors that I'm using, I don't know, they're too close together. You're not really, I mean, you can see a color difference there, but not much. And I'm actually like contemplating, should I be using this color or should I be switching to a different color? Because you can't really notice. But I'll finish it and then have a final look.
Oh my. So I just did try the ombre with the color that I was going to use. Um, it's not really showing up very well. So I'm going to try this really bright orange here and see if that shows up a little better. Those colors are just a little too close to each other. But this one is not very. So I'm going to give this a try, see if it's going to show up a little better. And already, yes. If I can get it to look okay. Alright, I'm just going to put a second coat and see what that looks like. It may be too much because this is almost where I want it, but I would like the edges to have a little more orange. And I think I'll just do the very edge. See there? I want that to be like a distinct orange. So it may take a couple coats to get it exact. I like when it's harsh on the top and on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to give that a cure.
Okay, folks, well, this is where my nightmare began. I start out by, this is the special nail, the Juicy Fruit nail, if you may. So I start out by putting a coat of that sparkly peach color that I used for the pinky and the thumb. And for some reason I decided to do a second coat of that, which was a mistake because then it was too dark. So then I put the lightest color on top of that, but I still wanted the peach to, or like the sparkly kind of to show through. So I kind of dabbed it off a bit with the makeup sponge, and it looked okay after that. So here I am doing the outline of the grapefruit peel, and I'm just using an orange liner and, you know, doing the outline of the cuticle area of the nail. And that wasn't too hard, obviously. But here I go and attempt to do the pith. Now, you think that this would be easy, and maybe it's easy for other people. I was just having a really, really bad nail day, and I should have been doing something else and not attempt something new to me, because everything I did was wrong and hard and didn't really turn out the way I wanted. So I have edited this video to take out most of it. I think I was happy with one nail. I can't even remember at this point. But then I'm contemplating, do I really want to even do these nails anymore? I'm so frustrated. But I try again. This is the second nail, and I do the best I can by making the pith on this one.
Okay, let's try to make this grapefruit.
Okay, so I'm just going to start out by making, you know, across, as you will. A simple straight line. It should be easy. So I'm just making like the quadrants
A very straight line.
of the grapefruit. And then I realize I need more paint. Or I need more polish, so I get more and make another attempt of making the cross. And then, whoa, yeah, did you see that? This is how my day's going. There goes my nail. Awesome. But what are you gonna do? Pick it up, stick it back on, and keep on going. Alright, well, on to making the crosses. Again. A long brush should really be doing the work for you. It should be easy, but it's hard to get the lines just the right thickness. But it looks like, yeah, I think I'm happy with that one. And then I'm on to the second nail. And it looks like we are doing the cross, or, you know, making the cross. And we did a good job. I think we did this one on the first try, maybe. We were happy with it. So now I'm making the segments on the nail, and it's basically just drawing a line in between the lines. Easy peasy.
Right.
The only thing is trying to keep the lines the same thickness. That's the only thing. And to keep them, you know, at the right degree angles from each other so it looks symmetrical.
Alright, so here we are so far. And I think what we need to do is get that middle a little more.
So this part wasn't so hard, but I kept making this mistake of adding paint to my brush when there was enough paint in the middle of the nail to like kind of blend out. But for some reason I kept adding paint to my brush, and I was just overloading it. It was just too much when it just needed to be like a delicate feather. Yeah, it was just too much. So I ended up having to wipe it off and redo it more than I should have. I shouldn't have added any paint to the brush.
Alright, it's the best I can do. First try ain't so good. Might turn out okay though. So next we're supposed to use some builder gel, and I did find some. I think that tip is going to be too big to use, so I think I might use a dotting tool for this. Maybe.
I can find one. So you're supposed to put a big, juicy blob. And come in. Alright. I don't think that was the right technique. I didn't even finish these nails. I just want to come on to show you what they actually look like and see all the flaws. My ombre wasn't too bad. I think that technique worked well. But if you can see these juicy nails, they look terrible. Theirs was just way too much. The center got flooded. Yeah, it didn't. That's worse. Oops. Than this set. This set, the juiciness turned out okay. And if you only had to wear one on one hand, that would be great, because you can see it did turn out good there. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad for my first attempt. But yeah, not great, but you know, all you can do is improve. I'll definitely have to try it again, but I'm slightly traumatized, so I'm going to wait a bit. I'm not going to do my fancy outro showing my beautiful set. This is all it is. It ain't so beautiful, but oh wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of your comments. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Until the next video, bye.